until the philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Well, everywhere is war. Me say war. And there's no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation until the color of a no more significance, color of his eyes. I beg to say war. And until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regards to race. Me say war. Well, until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, and the rule of international morality will remain in but a fleeting illusion to be pursued, but never attained. Well, everywhere is war. Me say war. War in the east, war in the west, war up north, war down south, war. Rumors of a war. That the African continent will not know peace. Because we Nigerians, we fight it. We find it necessary. We know we shall win. Because we are confident in the victory of good over evil. Of good over evil. Where everywhere is war. Me say war. Hey. And until this ignoble and unhappy region that hold our Nigerians in captivity. Hey, fellow Nigerians, fellow Africans, viewers and listeners from across Africa and around the world. This is Smart Mado Ajaja. I'm the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite. I'm the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International, broadcasting all the way from Houston, Texas, United States of America. How are you all doing? Bright weather right here. Hey, how are you? Great to see you, kids. Yes. Hate in Nigeria. Hate everywhere. Yes, and hate for one particular race in Nigeria. Hate for the Igbo race has reached a very, very dangerous dimension. And this race was assaulted, yes, by terrible religious and regional and tribal extremists, bigots, yes, who do not want Nigeria to unite. Between 1967 and 1970, they hid behind the colors of Nigeria to wage a terrible war against them. It was a genocide. But they have been trying since then to force it down our throats that it was a civil war. I studied military science. I know much about wars and all that. I've never seen a civil war fought in one enclave. If we are talking about a civil wars are fought everywhere inside the country. They jumped on them for 3 solid years. Yes, with the backing of Imperial Britain. When they decided that it was over, they destroyed 5 million Igbo men, Igbo people of Nigeria, Nigerians in their own country, including women and children. Yes. And they told us about reconciliation, reconstruction, and reintegration. None of this ever took place. They did not reconcile with the Igbos. They did not reconstruct the destruction done in Igbo land. They did not reintegrate the Igbos into the body of Nigeria. They have been treating them since then. Yes, as if they are aliens in Nigeria. They are visitors to Nigeria. Everywhere they are, everywhere they go, they incessant attacks. Yes, they attack them in Kano. They attack them in Lagos. They attack them everywhere in Nigeria. What did they do? Absolutely nothing. The only thing I can remember that they did wrong is that they are hardworking. They are the hardest working Nigerians. Let's give it to them. They are the hardest working Nigerians. They are the most ingenious Nigerians. They are the most creative Nigerians. They are the Nigerians who will survive where nobody will survive. I know there is what we say. Anywhere on earth you go to, yes, including here where I live in the United States, anywhere you go to and you don't see an Igbo man, you know it's not a good place. Go away from there. Get out from that place. That's the only thing. Very hardworking people. Very creative. Yes. Yes, how are you? How are you? I'm good, I'm good. Hey, good to connect with you here again today. Yes. So if you are joining us from anywhere on earth, please, and you have not subscribed, please do us a favor. Subscribe, support us, comment, share, show your love, share our message. We are talking about a very important race in Nigeria that has come under assault in Nigeria since independence. These people have not known peace. When after they finished killing them, 5 million of them inside Nigeria, the worst human tragedy ever recorded in Africa, nobody was held accountable. The people who did the killing, some of them are still alive, and their children are continuing their legacy of wanton destruction of Igbo land and the Igbo people and the hate associated with it. So we got to stop it. I'm sure that a few days ago you heard about the arrest of one young man in Finland. They call Simon Ekpa. He's an activist. He's an agitator for the liberation of the Igbo people. Nigeria does not Nigeria. Nigeria is a beautiful country. Those who are in whose hands Nigeria has been so unfortunate to be in, the criminals holding our country hostage. Yes, holding our country hostage, have decided that the Igbos will not know peace, that the Igbos will not rest. But as they do it, the more they do it, the more Nigeria dies. Nigeria is dying because Nigerians are sidelining the Igbos of Nigeria. Nigeria is dying because the Igbos are not in the mainstream of Nigeria. Nigeria is dying because the think tank of Nigeria do not have the presence of the Igbos. Yes. Nigeria is dying because the Igbo man has never been given the opportunity to lead Nigeria at the highest level. The rest has led Nigeria and led Nigeria into hell. Yes, do we need to start talking about the ethnicity of those who have led Nigeria? I would think that Nigeria should be begging the Igbos to bring them one good person to lead Nigeria out of the hell it is in right now. Yes. But every time, these people will continue to hammer down these people. What did they do? When the war was over, their genocide was over, you know what they did? every Igbo man or woman who had a bank account, even if he was a millionaire. Yes, and there were so many millionaires among them at the time. Even if he was a millionaire, what they gave him 20 pounds to start life again. 20 British pounds, 20 pounds, 20 pounds was all that they gave every Igbo man who had a bank account in Nigeria, regardless of whether he was a billionaire or a millionaire or anything. 20 pounds. Yes, I'm sure young Nigerians don't know this, especially the young Nigerians who grow into hating Igbos because their parents, their tribal leaders, awarded them this history. It became an oral tradition that they continue to pass from one generation to another. And it is our duty to set the record straight. Every Igbo man who had a bank account, regardless of how much money he had, if he was a billionaire, all he got was 20 pounds. Yes, in 1970, when the genocide was over. And then it went into another thing. Now it became psychological. 20 pounds. And you know what? These people came back with 20 pounds. These people came back and seized commerce and industry in Nigeria. Yes, they took the economy. Yes, they prosper. So when you say there are people who know how to make money, they are those who know how to make money. If they had allowed them go as they wanted because Nigeria did not want them, you don't want the people, but you don't want them to leave. I will tell you, Dubai will be a child's play in development. Yes. Dubai, United States will be a child's play. Just to underscore the creative ingenuity of these people that Nigeria has failed to tap into. In any serious country, we build an enclave for these people, the scientists from among them, the technologies from among them, to take Nigeria to the highest level. Nigeria would have been a lot better if they had integrated them, if they had allowed them bring their skills to bear in Nigeria. Anywhere in the United States here, go to universities here. Their scientists are there. Igbo Nigerian scientists. Yes, they're everywhere. Go to manufacturing. They are here. Medicine. They are here. Nursing. They are here. Some of the best lawyers here are Igbos. Why should the people be killing them? Nigeria wants to kill them. And in the process of killing them, they kill Nigeria. Nigeria is dying by the minute. Yes, that Nigeria is on the canvas is because of what some criminals, some rogues from somewhere, doing to the Igbos to repress them. Now you repress them, you find them in China, you find them in Taiwan, you find them here in the United States, you find a lot of them in the UK, you find them in Germany, you find them everywhere. You can't keep an Igbo man inside a cup. You can't chain him down. Yeah, you remember the days of slavery? Go to Savannah, Georgia, the history they made there. Because these people are a very proud people. They refuse to be conquered. They refuse to be defeated. They brought them to Savannah. You know what they did? They came together and committed suicide. We are not going to be slaves. Yes, that is the Igbo man. Now they want to emasculate them in Nigeria. Yes, they want to slow them. They want to repress and hammer them there. They want to exterminate them. But we will not allow Nigeria to do that. And that is why we are standing up. The agents of those who want to destroy the Igbos are everywhere. They are in the media. Yes, they are in the academia. They are in healthcare. They are in politics. They are everywhere in Nigeria. In the media, you find the likes of Reuben Abati, which is the reason I'm calling this, I'm making this broadcast. Reuben Abati has no business, has absolutely no business being the face of the mainstream media in Nigeria. He should be fired after what he said. Hate speech against the whole of Igbos, not just some. He has no right to say that. He has no right to do what he did. Igbos are inside Nigeria. They are Nigerians. If you don't want them, let them go Nigeria. If the Igbos go away from Nigeria, Nigeria will scatter. There will be no more Nigeria. They are the bomb. They are the what is holding Nigeria together. No Igbo, no Nigeria. I say it again. No Igbo, no Nigeria. I am not saying it because I'm an Igbo man. I'm saying it because I'm an honest Nigerian. I'm a patriotic Nigerian. If there is no Igbo, no Nigerian. No Igbo, no Nigerian. What I want to tell the Igbos is this. I see some of them are beginning to get nervous, get fidgety, to get afraid of Nigeria. No, don't be afraid of Nigeria. Be ready to fight Nigeria with everything you have available to you, because you did not do Nigeria any wrong. Yes, those who are driving the war against the Igbo people have no right to peace. I wonder Nnamdi Kanu when he started. You want to fight Nigeria? Don't fight Nigeria from the Igbo land. Fight Nigeria everywhere. If you want to agitate for, come and join us. Let us work and push Nigeria where it matters. We are no aliens to Nigerians. We are the aborigines of Nigeria. We are the true owners of Nigeria. Why should we be running away? I told them, don't go about trying to succeed. Let us battle Nigeria from the heart. But he didn't listen. And this is where we are. So every time an Igbo man is arrested, you see the rest of bigoted Nigeria, celebrating. As if it brings anything, it changes anything about Nigeria. Nigeria has the worst economy on earth right now. Nigeria has the worst currency on earth. Nigeria has a rogue, a drug dealer, it's a certificate forger, an identity thief as its ruler. Is that not enough emergency? Nigeria has a terrorist as vice president. A terrorist in whose house those who bombed the United Nations building was arrested. In whose house they were arrested. Yes. Who should be proud of this type of Nigeria? I am not proud of this type of Nigeria. Nigeria is a great country, but the rulers of Nigeria are evil. I would think that is more emergency than celebrating the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland. And they are thinking that the Finnish government will release their citizens. Yeah. Simon Ekpa holds a dual citizenship of Finland and Nigeria. You think Finland will release him to Nigeria to face trial? And they know the consequences, So if you are in Nigeria, expecting the arrival of Simon Ekpa from Finland, you're going to be dreaming for the rest of your life. That is not going to happen. Nigerians, I call you, let us face justice. No race in Nigeria. No race. I don't even think that there's any race on earth that will stand what the Igbos have stood, in Nigeria. Yes, no race. No race in Nigeria. For real. We stand it. None. I don't think. Call any race in Nigeria that will go through what the Igbos went through and come out and still standing. And they gave them 20 pounds. They will be vegetables by now. But the Igbo man, die hard, never gives up. He never gives up. He picks up from everywhere he crashes and then take it up. And then in no time you see them rising. They never give up. I would think that is a strength Nigeria ought to be tapping into, to get itself out of the mess. This hate does not bring anything good for any nation. Where has hate brought Nigeria? On its knees. Yes. The beasts of no nations doing this don't even know who they are. Yes, they don't know who they are. Who is Reuben Abati to be writing off the Igbos? Yes, who is he? Why is he in the media? This is a criminal who was arrested by EFCC for stealing Nigeria's funds. I don't know, typical to Nigerian way. Reuben is supposed to be in prison. When he was a special assistant to Goodluck Jonathan, one of the worst presidents of Nigeria, that when they left the Nigerian treasury for their criminal members to wallop, including Reuben Abati. He got a lot of money, and he was arrested. And then that was where it ended. He was never prosecuted. For him to be opening his mouth to make hate speeches against the Igbos, it underscores the rot in Nigeria. He's not supposed to actually be standing anywhere. He's supposed to be tending to his 4 wives right now. He's never satisfied. You know, he's marrying. I'm sure he's going to be marrying another couple in a few months. Yeah, that is what he does. Stupid, silly idiots. This is where we are asking Nigerians, what is wrong with you? Now, these people have been under the hammer of the criminals driving Nigeria into its final end. Nigerians will keep quiet. So why are we one Nigeria? What is the meaning of this term one Nigeria that we talk about? What is one Nigeria about? Where if there's a trouble in one place in Nigeria, the other parts will be celebrating. Yes. Where is the one Nigeria? Show me. If anybody who knows where this one Nigeria is, I'm looking for it. That is why I decided to start something about open Nigeria, because I know Nigeria is not one. But Nigeria can be one. If we carefully explain to the people why Nigeria should be one, if we explain to the people the bigger picture of why Nigeria should be one, they will understand. Because the Nigerian mind has been hijacked. Yes, he will be resistant to the understanding of one Nigeria. Somebody who understands will painstakingly explain it to them. And that is what we are doing. We are making some progress, but we are not where we ought to be yet. We are very hopeful that we will get there. So that is why we are telling Nigerians, divorce yourselves, especially the young generation, divorce yourselves from the ugliness of our past. Divorce yourselves from those Nigerians driven by colonial mentality. That is all that they know. What they know is the subservience to the imperial Europe. Yes, subservience to the Arab forces that gave them their different religions. They made us look like we are schizophrenics, so distant from who we are. It is time for us to do self-discovery. Yes, self-rediscovery, to understand who we are and what will work for us. That is the only way Nigeria and Africa will move forward. And that is what we must do right now. Remove yourselves from haters of yesterdays who handed you bad history about Nigeria, who handed you bad information, bad rubbish about other tribes in Nigeria. We are one people, and our mission is supposed to be building a nation. Yeah, from the caricature of what our founding fathers created. They were not ready to build any nation. We must not fall into their divisive trajectory. We must remove ourselves from it. Why? What do you benefit from hating? Yes. Now you hate the Igbo man. What has it done to the economy of Nigeria? It destroyed it. Yes. Because every part of Nigeria is important for something. The Igbos are strategic, very strategic to the development and growth of Nigeria. You stifle them, you are stifling Nigeria. And you are stifling yourself. So you join those who stifle them, you are equally as guilty as they are. So now is the moment that we must introspect and say, how long are we going to live in hate? How long is our country going to be retarded because of our hate for one very important group? Yes, for one very important finger in Nigeria. Yes. Do you know what it takes? I think maybe if you cut off one finger or you hurt one finger, you know the importance of that particular finger. Why are we so hateful? Nigerians, why are we so hateful? Reuben, Abati, I'm calling on Nduka or Baigbena. You should not, honestly, have Nduka, Reuben Abati as the face of your media. You know what? Your media is about to die. Yeah, unless you get rid of him. Yeah, because he is not amenable to change. He's not the type of person you can change. He is a tribalist. He is a hater. He's an Igbophobic. He doesn't care about anything but about where he comes from and his food, right? So you are the one paying him. You ought to be the one telling him what you expect. Every media organization has a behavior. But I think that Reuben Abati, yes, Reuben Abati is acting out of line, from your founding mission. The only thing to do, get rid of him. Goodbye, listeners. Goodbye, Nigerians. I'll see you again in my next broadcast. Please do us a favor. Subscribe to our channel. Share our messages. Our messages are entirely the truth. If they are not the truth, we don't touch them. We can, if Reuben Abati thinks that we have defamed him, let him go to court, and then we'll meet him in court. So please, don't be afraid sharing our messages. Do so, and do so with pride. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless everywhere you come from on the surface of this earth. Bye for now.